We have heard 12 fascinating lectures which can be looked at from several different angles. 8 of these lectures touched on the angle of Jewish science and medicine before, during, and even after the war. 3 of the lectures dealt with the Nazi science and medicine, and 1 lecture dealt with non-Jewish physicians under Nazi occupation as an extraordinary phenomenon. I think that the ratio between Nazi and Jewish medicine, as it was presented in the workshop today, doesn't reflect the state of the research on this subject. There was far more research on Nazi medicine during the Nazi era and after the war. I'm raising the issue to open what I think can be an interesting and important discussion on the differences between these aspects of the research and the challenges involved. A comparison between the study of the Nazi medicine and the study of the Jewish medicine can point to interesting methodological differences and to challenge for the future. A comparison of the stage of development of research of these 2 aspects can show many interesting things that we don't have time to focus on now. The comparison between the development of the study of Nazi medicine and that of the Jewish medicine under the Nazis indicates that academic research in both fields evolved relatively later than for other fields of study on the Holocaust, mainly from 1980s. There were quite different reasons for this. The first research into Jewish medicine, the work of physician survivors, were shunted aside and decreased in number because of the emergence of other research topics that occupied historians who studied the victims. They attached prime importance to topics such as the Jewish leadership and resistance, and other topics that attract attention was the help offered or not by the bystanders. The study of Nazi medicine was in another context. The German physicians who had served the Nazis and continued to hold senior positions after the war deliberately suppressed such research in order to hide the criminal activity of the German medical system and German physicians. Thus, one can understand why the first important studies of Nazi medicine were by Jews. Mark Dvorzhetsky, a Holocaust survivor who settled in Israel, turned to historical writing and contributed the development of the study of both Jewish and Nazi medicine during the war, and the American historians Max Weinrich. The increase of research into Nazi medicine in the 1980s preceded that into Jewish medicine and helped speed it up. The disappearance of those who had prevented research into Nazi medicine and the end of the Cold War changed the situation in Germany and produced new studies in the field. This development also influenced further development in the study of Jewish medicine in the 1980s and 1990s. Alongside other topics that influence the development of the study of Jewish medicine during the Holocaust. This is not the time to address these issues. What I have described here is an angle related to the historiographical development of the 2 fields. Another angle that I recommended looking at is the different type of historical sources used in the research of Nazi medicine and the research of Jewish medicine, and I think that this should be combined. Another angle that would be interesting to examine is to compare the attempt to explain the phenomenon of the Jewish medical activity. Many studies have tried, and we see it today also, to understand the process that led to the Nazis' medical crimes. This is unlike the study of Jewish medicine, which related to the Jews as passive victims, and therefore they did not even try to explain the phenomenon of Jewish medicine during the Holocaust. I have chosen to share just a few of my thoughts on the matter because I think this can be a platform for collaboration and interaction that can advance the study of the medicine in the Holocaust in general, which includes the medical activities of the preparators and the medical activities of the victims. This will be one of the many topics for discussion at future workshops. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Western Galilee College and all the bodies involved, and especially to each and every one of you who left all your important activities in hospitals, clinics, and universities, and came all the way up north and from the other side of the world. Thank you very much, and hope to see you all again soon.